No idea. We've just been told to come and pick you up, take you to HQ, and you will be debriefed and briefed there for your new assignments. For our little squad here, we operate from the HQ, so we stay there. We have been given a barracks and training area. It is all very, very modern, very high tech, very impressive. With the recent new studies into magic, but you'll see the facility for yourself soon enough. But as you might be aware, this facility is confidential, top secret. None of you are allowed to talk about this facility outside of branded cross operations. Its exact location will remain unknown to you. Because you're flying into the ocean. You have no idea where exactly you're going into the ocean.
How far they're gonna go, what turns they're gonna make. They could just do serpentine to throw us off.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on my phone and look at Google Maps. Where the thing goes.
There's no internet connection, and they probably jammed your phone.
You look on your smartphone, and it is no connection at all. No bars, nothing.
Mind if I connect to the internet?
There's Wi-Fi on the base for branded cross personnel, but out here, the area around the base is a dead zone. No radio signals, phone signals, or anything like that goes through it, for secrecy, of course.
Okay.
Chris.
Yeah?
There's a dagger of venom in my inventory, and I don't remember ever picking that up.
Yeah, you can get rid of that. I was testing stuff.
Okay.
You got any music on it?
Don't mind the dagger that I just threw out of the plane.
Yeah, we can play some music. What do you like to listen to?
You pick.
Our choice, okay.
What are they playing?
Do you hear music?
We
I don't.
I do. Is that toxic?
It's a remix of Toxic. It's royalty free apparently, so I can get away with it, hopefully. So yeah, you're resting, chilling on this helicopter. Mr. Ivan Miskovich, this very typical Russian soldier man, he was the one holding the big sniper. It's like, oh, have you ever seen a beauty like this? It is a 50 caliber sniper rifle. Can punch a hole in the hood of a trunk from a 10 kilometer distance. I think that's too far, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I know 10 miles.
I mean, as long as it's enough to get a kill a giant, though.
I've not been able to test that, but perhaps one day more strange creatures are emerging within our world. There have been reports of dragons. Have you seen anything about this?
We've heard about it, but did not see one in person.
I'm fairly certain I saw one over the city.
Did you see what color it was?
Nope, just the outline.
Sure, as long as it's not something like red or blue or green. As long as it's metallic, we should be fine. As long as if it's metallic, we should be fine.
I don't know what that means.
Metallic, like the good dragons.
There are good ones.
Yeah.
He kinda likes scuffs.
Sorry. I mean, as long as it's not chromatic, we should be good.
What the fuck are you on about?
I'm pretty sure it was chromatic.
It was? Shit.
Between a United States fighter jet and a dragon, which one do you think would win?
Dragon.
Dragon.
Probably the jet, like, if the pilot's good enough.
What about us
I
in this
don't know.
helicopter? You think we would stand a chance?
No way, this
no.
helicopter ain't fast enough to outmaneuver it.
Roll me a perception. No.
Oh.
But yeah, no, you see like through the windows eventually this like massive sprawling military looking complex built on top of pillars above the ocean appear in the distance. Baradook, the pilots, will like call over in like, we're arriving soon, we will be landing on the landing platform in 10 minutes. You see this facility when you load into the new map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely does not say raft on the side from Marvel. And the pilot is starting to land the helicopter on top of a platform. He over the intercom says, "Welcome to the Dagger, everyone. Branded Cross, one of Branded Cross's most secret bases. It is an honor and a privilege to be welcomed here. You must have made an impression with the higher-ups." And yeah,
That's a good thing, right?
the helicopter, fitting snugly upon the platform, continues to descend. The platform itself like lowers down. It descends past the ground floor of the Dagger, eventually opening into a massive chamber, likely only a few levels above the reactor of this place. You can hear like this buzzing of like a big powerful reactor powering all of this, coming from like below. The helicopter settles in the middle of the complex, which sports, as you look around, you sport like around this helicopter platform in the middle of the room. There are smaller rooms that seem to be designed for recreation, sleeping and training.
Yes, so
See,
people live
hence
here,
the
huh?
music. Hi, me and Martin, we operate from here.
Cool.
So do you have no contact with your family?
Top secret, see? Nobody is allowed to know about this at all. They just think that we are away on assignments overseas, or some of us don't have a family and the Branded Cross has become our new family.
I guess you have to say goodbye to your whole family, AJ.
Nah. Yeah, let's get on with this. Where do we need to go?
They should be calling you over the intercom when they need you for your debriefing. For now, you can stay with us in the recreation room. We have some rooms for training. You can have a bunk if you wanna catch some sleep while you're here. There's a cafeteria if you want anything to eat.
Might go and get some training. Get a nap.
Yeah, do we have enough time to sleep?
Unsure. It's up to the higher-ups when to summon you. We were just told to take you here.
Hopefully it's not too long.
And yeah, it's quite busy in here. You see like a group of like Branded Cross members. Some like kitted up in their full like combat armor, others in more like relaxed casual wear. Some are like training in the training room. This is a big like open area, so you can see all the rooms pretty much from where you are. There is no like quote unquote privacy here, I guess, dividing the rooms between each other. It's a big like circle room with smaller rooms on the edge of the circle that you can look straight into. you see a whole bunch of characters doing their bits here. You see this very like typical American soldier, military-looking dude, like going through some crates and stuff, like stocking up on supplies. You see this engineer-looking guy running over towards the helicopter and talking with the pilot. And then you see another like pretty like burly-looking guy talking to a lady in the cafeteria, having like a discussion. And they are joined by what can only be described as a robot, like a mechanical man is stomping around.
Robot.
Okay.
This is like Jackie's one.
Yeah, but a bit more like sophisticated looking, I guess. A bit more sleek, militarized.
Alright, so we can do whatever one until they call us.
Yeah.
Do they have a shop here?
They definitely have supplies, but don't know if you can like just take them, like trade with them.
I think I'll just take this opportunity to long rest then.
Okay, you just retire to one of the bunk beds that are free.
Yeah.
Some like soldiers hanging out. They're like, oh yeah, you can take that one. There's nobody stationed there for the moment.
Sweet. And I'll hit the sec.
Okay, so Cecil is just rested. AJ, what are you gonna be doing in this facility?
Get some something to eat and then having a rest.
And as you are here, you like you get given like the code to connect to the Wi-Fi, the internal communication of this place. But communication with anyone or anything outside of the facility is strictly forbidden. So you cannot reach your parents from here or anything like that.
Okay. I'll just
You're going to the cafeteria? Oh,
yeah,
you're going
cafeteria
to
then. I want to go to the cafeteria and then go sleep. So cafeteria.
It's a very typical like like a counter where all the food is up on display, and you pretty much just like grab for yourself what you want on like a metal tray with some plates and stuff, and then take a seat at one of the many free tables at the cafeteria. It is pretty much what you expect to be like military style slop, like it's all like mushy, bland looking food, nothing too
Ration type
impressive.
K dinner unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you scoop some up. Do you sit at an empty table? Do you join the two people that are already in the cafeteria with the robot?
I'll go and sit on the empty table so I don't bother anyone.
Okay. Yeah, you sit at the empty table, you're eating some food. While you're having your meal, the robot stomps over like chunk, 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 chunk towards you. Greetings, I am KN Self-Defense Robot. You can call me Woody. Are you a new arrival to the Branded Cross base? To the Dagger?
Yes.
Greetings. Introductions are mandatory. What is your name?
Why the mandatory?
My programming says that I must know all members of Branded Cross located in the Dagger.
Okay. My name's AJ. What's your name?
He just
You
told
can-
you.
I know.
You can call me Woody.
You got any other names, Woody?
KN Self-Defense Robot.
Got any other names than K self-defense?
No, everybody calls me Woody.
Okay, Woody. Is that what you want to know, AJ? My name. Want to know anything else?
What is your operative rank?
I don't fucking know.
I see. Scanning database. Ah. I understand now. You are a freelance operative that joined under his own will. Understood.
Well, not on my own will, but kind of forced.
Data bank information is incorrect.
Okay.
Does this need to be rectified?
No, it's okay.
I can provide you the required documents to rectify this mistake.
No, it's okay.
Understood. Enjoy your meal, Agent AJ.
Okay.
And he like turns around and like stomps away and just joins the others at the table again. You can immediately tell that they're like questioning the robot about who he just was talking to. So yeah, you enjoy your food. While AJ is eating some food at the cafeteria, and Cecil immediately went to one of the bunk beds to get some rest. What are Des and Lucien doing?
So whereabouts are we currently?
Examining our area. I'm examining the area just in general, trying to get a feel for this place without going into any restricted areas.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and follow behind Des and see what he does.
Yeah, the helicopter, Dr. Lucien, since you were AFK, the helicopter landed on a platform. The platform like rose down into the facility to a floor within this facility. You're not too sure how far down you are. It seems from the noise that you are near a generator or something. You definitely hear like the loud buzzing of like an energy source nearby. But the helicopter parked in a big open circular room with the helicopter landing pad in the middle of the room. And the surrounding area of the circle, like against the wall, is divided in different separate rooms. Some for like training, some for relaxation. There's like a cafeteria. There's a recreation room and stuff like that. So and there's just a bunch of like branded cross operatives hanging out here, awaiting their like next mission and stuff like that.
What floor do they keep the Avengers that fought in Civil War on?
Who are you asking?
You. No, I'll just I'll follow. I want to follow Des to see what he does. See if he just starts killing.
Okay, so yeah, Des, you said you're just kind of like scoping the place out.
Seeing what it's all about, plus seeing if there's any exits that would be immediately available if this turns sour.
Okay, yeah, to me a perception. This is an easy DC for you. So just normal roll, but you don't need to roll high. But you can still fail. A 13, that succeeds. You look around, this place is secure. Like this is the securest base, I guess, you've been to so far. Like you haven't seen anything like this in the city at all. Not even the like banks in Honolulu are as like secure as this place. There are cameras everywhere. You spot like sensors for like laser grids, big metal sliding doors, all with keypads and various like scanners and stuff to operate the doors. The helicopter pad is like far away from the ceiling, so even if you could climb or fly, it is a big like way up through a massive like open circular area to get out through the ceiling. And very secure. With your 13, you do see like most of these bases, they still have to somehow get access to fresh air and stuff, because otherwise you can't really live in an area like this. So there's definitely like vents and stuff that you think like if you're sneaky enough, you could probably use the vents to like get around undetected, but it'll be difficult in this place.
I ain't gonna vent, Griss. I'm not sus.
So yeah, and Lucien, you're just kind of following Des around. You see Des like just kind of like pacing back and forth, like looking around, seemingly like taking in all the information of the room. Like you see him like making notes of like various like camera positions and stuff like that. I don't know if you like mentally map this, Des, or are you like actively taking notes about like where certain security things are and stuff like that?
Just a mental map. I'll have to roll an intelligence to remember it later.
Okay,
What a
cool.
strange man.
So yeah, everybody's just kind of hanging out in this area until you get summoned. Is there anything else you would like to do before we move on to the next scene?
I'm good.
Is there anywhere we can buy shit?
There seems to be like a very military-looking guy sorting through some like crates of supplies and weapons and stuff like that. You don't know if he's an actual like vendor or something, like nobody has told you anything about it, but you can ask around, you can go and see what that guy is up to.
Excuse me, chum.
He immediately like, he's like a bit startled and like turns around like on his heels and like salutes. Reporting for duty, sir. Oh, he like lowers his head. Who might you be? I've not seen you here before.
Dr. Lucien Sanchez, recently flown in. I'm looking to see if there's somewhere where we can get some supplies. We had to use a lot in our recent mission.
A doctor, you say? With medical training?
Yes, sir. Well, in all sorts, yes. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Something of a scientist.
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Bit of voodoo, a bit of healing. Bit of cleric,
We've got
bit
some,
of-
we've got some medics to head out into the field that could use some more training, but we are lacking a capable doctor currently in the base. Could you just give the boys some tips? I don't expect a full a full seminar, but just something that could help them improve their skills while they're out in the field, taking care of our lads.
I don't see why not. I've got some time to kill.
Ah, very well. Sorry, you said about procuring weapons and the like?
Yes, if we have to pay for them, we are quite wealthy.
Ah, he like reaches out his hand to like shake your hand.
I shake it back.
I'm Mark O'Reilly, the quartermaster of this level of the facility, you could say. I am responsible for kitting out the operatives that leave from here on missions. Anything that you might acquire has to go through me. So what kind of gear are you looking for?
I could use some more bullets for this, as I hold up my revolver. Perhaps some grenades. My friends seem to use them in the missions quite a bit. Isn't that anything you may have to offer? Do you offer things for spell casting? We have a wizard.
Ah, we have only recently started a branch of the Branded Cross that uses operatives that have these otherworldly abilities as a result of the irregularity, but we are still learning about these abilities. We have not much in the way of trade in the magical sense.
Do you have diamonds?
Diamonds?
They are used as a spellcasting component.
Not in my stock here, but I can ask around at the magic division, see if I can organize some requisition some of their materials.
Excellent. Well, I'll just take a couple of cases of bullets and some grenades if you have them, my old friend.
Yeah, and he like puts down like boxes of bullets or like different types and stuff. You know what you need for your revolver and any other weapon that you might have on you.
Sweet.
I'm still in the process of making them, so they're not ready yet. But for the future, I'm gonna have specialized bullets, so like incendiary rounds and stuff like that. If you would be interested in that, that'll be through this guy as well. But I've not like fully set up the system yet.
He hasn't set up his shop yet, it's fine.
Yeah.
As you can see,
yeah.
I'm still in the middle of setting up shop, but you can, feel free to look at the goods that I've unpacked. There'll be more later. Come back after you complete more missions.
Exactly. As he like looks you up and down, what protection are you wearing, like armor-wise?
I'm just wearing my normal clothes, a leather jacket, and some. I think he's just wearing a light body armor, light duty vest. Yeah, just a tactical vest, like a police vest that he would wear.
Oh, medium armor though. Not
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the medium armor, or would you like to invest in either heavy armor or light, or a different set of medium armor?
Well, I wouldn't mind a set of heavy armor if you have one, my friend, but I've never found anything that really allowed me the freedom to move around on something like this, and I pull out the broom from the bag of holding.
Yeah, the heavy stuff all has a strength requirement to like wear it, and will give you disadvantage on stealth.
I don't give a fuck about stealth. What's the strength requirement? I've got 12.
Okay, he like opens up some like crates with like armor and all kinds of like leathers and Kevlar vests and stuff in there. This is our heaviest stuff. We call this one the forced entry suit. It's what you might imagine SWAT officers wearing when they need to breach and clear CQB situation, a house. This one requires you to be 13 strong to be able to wear it.
You're trying to laugh. I can hear it in your voice.
Just like the fourth wall breaking of like actually saying the number.
Oh God, yes. Right. So, I want something that's not gonna fuck up my mobility, Griss. That's got the highest AC you got, pretty much.
Yeah, the heavy armor will all like mess with your mobility. It is heavy
How
stuff.
much?
It's like the full suits.
No, but like, will it actually give me a penalty?
As long as you have the strength requirement to wear it, not really. You'll just
What's
get a
the
penalty on stealth. The highest one is 13, the lowest one is 10. There's two pieces
I
of
have
armor
12.
with 13 strength requirement. Okay, so the 10 one you can wear without any negatives. He'll point at like this like military chest plates, but with some like metal plating worked into the Kevlar. This one is our special response vest. It is built like a tactical vest, but incorporating groin and neck protection, as well as ceramic plating over the chest. This armor provides additional protection in battle against heavily armed opponents. And the meta text of what it does is you have a resistance against piercing damage you take from firearms. So while you're wearing it, you have piercing damage resistance, and slashing damage is reduced by 2. So if anything hits you with slashing damage, you have to do it -2. I tried to like make it automated on the armor so that you get the -2 automatically, but I couldn't figure out how to do it, so you'll have to remember that you have that when you're wearing that armor. When I slash at you with an enemy, that it doesn't actually do the full damage.
Well, before I take this, my friend, I was wondering, does your magic division have something that could increase someone's strength so that I could possibly wear that other armor?
Potentially. I'm not too familiar with them.
Could you hold this piece for me and I shall come back?
Yes, of course. We have quite a few of them for our operatives. We're not running out anytime soon.
What do I owe you for the bullets?
They're if as long as you're working for the branded cross, the bullets are part of your loadout for your assignments.
Free. Well, thank you very much. In that case, I shall go see this magic division.
Aye. They are on-
Whereabouts is it?
They are on a different floor in the facility, deeper in towards the center of the facility. Highly restricted area, because magic can be quite dangerous to those who do not know how to handle it. I myself lack the permission to head over there. I imagine you have also not been granted access to that area, so we'll have to call in for it and make a request to reach the magic division. I have no idea how long that is gonna take.
I shall wait then before taking any armor from you. Well, thank you very much.
No problem. Remember, if you see the medic lads do some training, try to give them some advice, help them out.
I
It
will.
would be much appreciated.
I'll keep my eye for any medics then.
Yeah. Dr. Lucien Sanchez, was it right?
It was indeed.
I saw you arrived here as a part of a group. Are they your unit?
Associates I'm hanging around with that might lead me to something that I'm looking for. I'm, I guess, a mercenary for hire for part of their group, I guess.
Ah, I see. Where our organization is reaching out more for help in unorthodox means beyond the normal recruitment, I suppose. You are not the first mercenary that I have seen here in the last couple of weeks. But as long as you're on site and ready to fight for the safety of our planet Earth and make sure that no incursions endanger our beautiful land, then we'll have no problem.
Of course. I believe that one of my friends is one of your operatives, AJ. He's the guy with the glowing chest.
Ah, yes, we got informed that an Agent AJ would be joining us at the facility here. Don't know much about him. You've been working with him for long?
Not very long. Bit of a strange chap. Says he's a firefighter, but he seems to spend most of his time working for you lads. Perhaps it's his cover. I do not know. I should talk to him more.
You know about his past. All records about any information about Agent AJ has been redacted. I tried looking into his file to see if he's a trustworthy sort of new operative, but it's all classified.
I know a little. They've said things like he was dead and was resurrected.
Kinda like scrunches up his face, like rubs his chin with his head as he's like thinking. Well, that would explain the classification. There's still much about magic that is being kept secret. Magic that can bring people back from the dead. That is quite interesting.
I dab my forehead with sweat. Yeah, so I'm sure anyone with that sort of spell would be highly valuable.
Yes, indeed.
I had my cleric spells.
Well, it was good meeting you, Doctor.
Yes, and likewise.
May all your missions be successful in the future.
And may all your Christmases be white. Goodbye.
Yeah, and he is like he's the quartermaster. You can pretty much go to him for any of your loadout needs. You don't have to pay for the stuff here as long as you are with the branded cross, but he might require a assistance in something or request like a task when you're out there, like collect something and stuff like that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Anybody else up to anything else?
No, I'm just sleeping.
Okay, yeah. Eventually, this like speaker system in the in this area will like a voice will like come calling out Agent AJ, Cecil, Des, and Dr. Lucien Sanchez are requested in the debrief room. Head towards the main door of the facility and follow the green line on the floor as indicated.
Okay.
Would that be enough time for me to get a long rest, Chris? What do they call this?
Yeah, you spent some time here. I'll say that was enough for a long rest.
Yay.
Yeah, everybody can do their long rest if they want to.
I would very much like to. Laggity lag, laggity lag.
The rain kicked in. Yeah, after you've all either got some food in you, just rested a bit, went through your belongings, just kind of like pacing around this area, you are, for all intents and purposes, locked in this massive circular room. You can't really like go anywhere. I don't know if anyone personally would have like an issue with that, like maybe some like slightly claustrophobic or just doesn't like to be like stuck in one place for too long and stuff like that. That's completely up to you. But hours pass, and after a long time, they finally call you over. You're indicated to follow like the green line on the floor to take you to the briefing room. Two like armed branded cross soldiers, full like get up, face masks and stuff. We are here to escort you to the briefing rooms if you would like to follow us.
Very well.
Alright.
Yeah, you are escorted through this facility, and it's just hallway after hallway after hallway, like intersections, T-sections, no windows anywhere. You cannot look outside anywhere in this place. You have no idea what floor you're on. You're going like up and down through winding hallways. You walk past like reinforced glass looking into rooms where like scientists are doing all kinds of like experiments and like chemical products and stuff like that. Like you're being guided through this like lab looking area of the facility. As it like you get to a T section, it splits up to the left and right. The guards escort you to the left. One of the guards like looks back as like if you had we've been informed that some of you have otherworldly abilities. If you head to the right there, where we just took a left for future reference, that is where there are special training facilities for those with powers, where you can learn and develop how to use these abilities under the strict guidance of some of our best instructors.
Interesting.
Alright.
And yeah.
Later.
And they guide you to a debrief room. It's this big, like, classroom-looking room, like many benches in rows with a big, like, blue, glowing screen at the end of the room with some, like, text on it, like some digital military codes and stuff like that, just, like, running from, like, the top scrolling to the bottom, like, across the screen, illuminated by the blue light. With his back towards you guys stands this, like, very broad-shouldered, white-haired looking older man, but still very fit for his age. As he, like, turns around, he sports this big, white, like, curly mustache that, like, curls up at both ends of the mustache. His white hair is, like, slicked back. He's very, like, regal, gentlemanly looking. Wearing complete white lab coat almost, with a bright red shirt underneath it that very much sticks out underneath the white lab coat. Ah, greetings, gentlemen. I have been expecting you.
Yeah.
Oh, and did Sylph go with you guys in the helicopter, or did you leave
A little
them?
late to ask that.
I
Chris.
wouldn't have left Sylph behind. Like,
He would have come with that. Dame would have come with us.
Okay,
If they
then
allowed
Sylph,
him, yeah.
let's just say she. Let's just give up.
then Sylph would have had to stay in the like common area. She's not allowed to like come with you guys here to the debrief area
That's outrageous. Why? I would demand
she's-
answers. Why?
because she's officially not part of the branded cross.
Neither am I.
The
And I wait with Sylph. I'm not going.
the three people are an unknown.
Alright.
Yeah, that is your
I'm not-
choice.
yeah, I don't trust them. I feel like she's gonna get carted away as an experiment.
Yeah, you stay with Sylph in the common area, and the other branded cross members and stuff, they definitely like look at Sylph with suspicion.
See, I knew it. Don't trust
Yeah.
it.
Then AJ, Cecil, and Des, you're brought to this like debrief room. This elderly gentleman like greets you like, I've been expecting you, Agent AJ and his mercenaries, I suppose I could say. You have had an interesting career so far with the branded cross. You have entered us through. You have joined us through unusual means, so to say the least. But I'm sure you know this better than myself. I'm sure you are wondering why I have had you brought over to our secret facility, the Dagger.
Yeah, we're all ears to hear it.
Have a seat. Everything will be explained to you.
All right.
Yeah, you find like a place to sit. He kind of like steps to the side, like uses like a little laser pointer to point on the screen as like a big like almost like PowerPoint presentation like pops up. It is showing like pictures of these like cultists that you guys have fought, but with their armor removed, with their very like sickly bodies just laying out on like a slab being like examined by the branded cross scientists and stuff like that. I'm sure you've had run-in with these creatures already.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is apparently what happens to a average human being after ingesting an ungodly amount of the street drug known as pixie dust. I have been made aware that you, even before you joined the Branded Cross, had a ongoing investigation with the local police force into the pixie dust epidemic.
Yeah, we killed like,
Correct.
the guy responsible. Or I guess this killed the guy responsible for distributing it.
Ah, I am afraid that he was only one of many. There are still many dealers dealing in pixie dust in the streets. This must be dealt with quite quickly. This dust-like substance is extremely dangerous. More dangerous than the street vendors would let on to their customers. We have discovered through rigorous examination, experimentation, and using the highest tier of scientific equipment and means that we have available to us, we have discovered that whoever partakes in this pixie dust substance becomes a thrall to those that have created this substance. They can be psychically controlled by others.
Right. But did you find any like way or any location to where like they make the pixie dust or where they distribute it?
Well, I believe through the efforts of your team, we have been sent some of these empty canisters that the supposed pixies were being kept in to be harvested for their dust.
Okay.
We have examined these canisters and have come to the conclusion that a specific alchemical way of creating their desired outcome for the pixie dust drug can only be achieved by using gold within the alchemical formula. And we have recently discovered that a large shipment of gold is arriving in a container ship coming from South America.
Okay. Are we gonna stop them or let them have it, but track them down?
We have people watching the cargo ship at the moment, but we would indeed like to put a stop to these operations. Stopping the arrival of gold could be a way. Stopping them from being able to manufacture more of these pixie harvesting devices. But you are suggesting to keep watch over the gold and see where it goes to get to their laboratories, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, if we stop them right now, they'll just find another way to get gold, right?
Like twirls his mustache. I will take this into consideration. That is a good plan. We should be able to put trackers onto the shipment containers and track to where they need to go.
All right. So what are we supposed to do in all this
Well, the ship is not going to arrive for a while. So in the meantime, while we are awaiting the location of the laboratories, we would like your group, we have designated you Squad Omega. We would like Squad Omega to perform a couple of missions for us while we await the arrival of the shipment.
Okay, quick question. Like, who is the official members of this so-called squad? Well, one of our members just died and got replaced, I guess.
We have gotten a report about the unfortunate passing away of a certain, and he flips through some pages on his tablet. Jackie Daytona?
Yeah. Got hit by a truck outside my house.
Do you believe this was an accident, or do you think it has anything to do with your ongoing investigations?
Seemed more like an accident than an intentional hit and run. I mean, the driver didn't actually run, police got called immediately.
I see. Officially, according to our records, Agent AJ is the only one that is designated to Squad Omega as of now, as a official operative of the Branded Cross. He has the authority to designate any of you as official members of his squad. That would mean that you are officially joining the Branded Cross and are liable for all their rules and everything else that comes with that. The most important thing mainly being secrecy.
Okay.
But you will also be guaranteed access to our resources.
Would Charlene still be our handlers, or are we just our own thing now?
Charlene
get a different
oversees
handler?
the Oʻahu area of Hawaii. If you are still operating within that space, she will be your handler. If it is ever deemed necessary to ship you out to a different region of the world, there will be a different Branded Cross handler overseeing your mission and relaying information back to the HQ.
Alright. So, assuming you already got us here, that means you already have a mission for us to do?
Indeed.
Well, lay it on us.
Keen to start your mission.
Yeah, we had the rest. We had a bit of time before, gotta have something to kill the time, right?
Indeed. Indeed. Okay. So, he's not saying this. I'm saying this out of roleplay. What follows is going to be a series of missions that you can choose to do or not do, in any order that you want them to be done. And they will have some tangible relation to the ongoing investigation with the cultists that have not been designated and named yet. So far, the only known designation for the cultist is the word skin, because that is the code word you learned over the radio. So if you reported that in, skin will be their designation as a group now. When the Branded Cross refers to skin, they'll be talking about these cultists.
Okay.
He'll brief you on a couple of missions. The first mission, quick rundown. One of the Branded Cross operatives in Honolulu, the city where you guys are operating from mostly, one of the Branded Cross operatives has been kidnapped by skin cultists, and they were last seen heading into the sewer.
Okay.
So yeah, that's one of the missions, to head into the sewers.
he's not gonna like give them all to us. I thought he was gonna like list them out.
No, he will list them out. I was just scrolling through stuff,
Okay.
saying stuff to kill time. So the first mission, go into the sewers, rescue a branded cross member. Second mission, you just investigate suspected pixie dust dealing activity at a certain location called the Fugue. And you're gonna be sent there to investigate to see what is going on over there and potentially stop the drug trade if there is indeed a drug trade going on there.
Okay.
And the last mission that you can choose from is a mysterious abandoned library has showed up in the middle of nowhere, much like the estate. And it seems they've sent scouts in already. It seems to be completely empty, abandoned, but it is strange that it came out of nowhere, so you guys could go and investigate it. It appeared deep in the jungle of the Oʻahu Island, so it is away from any civilization or people.
Is that the thing that the kobold gave to us? The card?
The card was for seemingly a library/game shop that was located in the city.
It's in the city, okay.
Yeah, and I think that's. Oh no, I have one more mission. One of the smaller areas surrounding, one of the smaller islands surrounding Hawaii has been coming back with strange readings. There seems to be radioactive activity going on one of the islands, and they need somebody to go and investigate it.
Hey, I don't think we should go anywhere near the island, though. Is that all the missions?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
And yeah, the cart of the shop is also like a quest chain, you could say, of missions. That's completely up to you guys if you ever continue with that, but that has nothing really to do with the branded cross. They don't know about that stuff.
Well, the kidnapped branded cross member seems to be the most urgent one. I say we go for that to Des and AJ.
Hell yeah, sewer level.
Sort of.
Very well.
AJ,
we will, if that is agreed upon, we will assign this to your team.
Okay.
I believe there is a member missing of your team. I was told that the one that unfortunately passed away has been replaced by somebody else as part of your group.
Yeah, I think he stayed with the elf.
Ah, one of the 3 people that have mysteriously appeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't really know why, but he stayed there instead of coming with us.
We are still investigating it. Our lead scientists and experts in the arcane have discovered that there is a strong arcane energy emanating from the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you get reports of seeing him transform into different types of elves?
I see. You reported it all, and perhaps I need to update my mission statement about the big tree. But
Yeah, we know the leader.
Did talking to the leader give you any reason to come to the conclusion that we can trust or not trust these people?
Not really this one, not really that. I think they were if I remember correctly, someone forced summoned them here, but no reason to trust him, no reason not to trust him. Right, AJ?
Yeah. They've sent one with us as an embassy to understand what's happening. I think that's a good thing because they get to know what we do, and that's it.
I see. We are currently still undergoing diplomatic talks with their race. We have not yet come to a conclusion ourselves. Our scientists would love to get a specimen to examine and understand what exactly they're made out of and what sets them off and stuff like
They're
that.
made out of plants.
Yes, but we need to know more. Brain matter, stuff like that.
I don't think they're like that because they're all connected.
From what I understand, they are eager to help. So perhaps we might get unlucky and one of them passes away during an operation for the branded cross, giving us access to their body.
You say that so creepily.
Look, we need to make sure.
Make sure what?
Are you starting to see why Lucien stayed behind?
Well,
I mean, I guess if they allow it, just so that, maybe, I don't know, see if any of our stuff may harm them, like medicine and all of that, but you make it sound like you just want to study them for the sake of studying them.
wasn't he scared of fire? Was he scared of fire?
We have to understand how exactly they work, make sure nothing corrupting is within their brain. Our scientists have made us understood that the other world that many of these creatures come from have all kinds of aberrations that have means of controlling others. So we just want to make sure that everybody, that every unknown that shows up, that we can be sure that they won't get controlled by something down the line.
Elves, I don't think they have the ability to control. Let's usually like...
The Batman excuse, I see. Nice one, guys. Now, what is mind control? Huh?
What if one of them has a mind flayer in their brain?
That's where this is going.
Kill him.
Well,
If
most
Karlak
of them
shows
just
up, I'll be
get
happy.
bored.
Kill it like the rest.
Just a very roundabout way to do the Baldur's Gate story.
Oh my god, my muscle mummy.
But yeah, you have chosen to accept the mission to head into the sewers.
Yeah. Are we gonna go like immediately? Is there a plane waiting for us?
Yeah, he points
Plane
towards
to the
the
sewers.
Not like
points
to
towards-
leave this area.
I know.
he points towards the screen again. We have captured some security footage, and he plays some footage of the attack on the fire station. And in the corner of the camera footage, you see two of these cultists dragging away a branded cross soldier off screen. We believe this is the soldier that was taken into the sewers. They took him during the cowardly attack on our forward operation base.
I see. Oh, hey, look, there's Dr. Lucien reviving someone. He's raising the dead over there.
Oh no! Magic to bring people back from the dead. No, it's not on the camera.
Right. Okay, so just go investigate the sewers, right? And find them? Do you have
Yes.
nothing to track them down? Should we have a device that can have his signal so we figure out if we're getting further or getting closer?
All the operative, his devices have been either blocked or destroyed. We have lost all contact with this operative. You'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Okay, can we call anyone to help?
What you thinking?
Well, we have a detective that helps us a lot.
You know his name?
Detective McClunky. Detective McClunky.
Of the local police force?
Yeah.
As long as it's by the book, you are allowed to hire any assistance you need for your investigation. We truly only care about the results, but anyone who is not officially with the Branded Cross, be aware that this is all hush-hush, very secretively. Do not tell them more than they need to know.
Okay.
Okay. Should probably get back to Dr. Lucien and tell him about all this.
Yes. So as you can see here on the screen, all the information that we have is that our soldier got taken during the attack on the fire station. We have located the nearest sewer entrance from the fire station. So the transport helicopter will drop you off down there. I believe our field agent Charlene and her agents and soldiers are still stationed there in the fire station. If you require any more assistance from the Branded Cross, you can direct your inquiries to her once you are there. If you learn anything more or find the location of our missing operative, make sure to call it in, report everything you find. All the details matter. We need to stomp this group of cultists out before they become too big of a thing.
You got it.
Also, from your group's reports, we have learned that these skin cultists have the ability of turning the pixie dust into bombs with an unknown blast radius, with the purpose of mind controlling large groups of the population at once. We have no idea if they can produce more of those. Hopefully, without a shipment of gold, which hasn't arrived just yet, they cannot make more of these bombs. But them heading into the sewers might lead you to discovering more of them hiding out in the sewers. Perhaps they are operating from there, or perhaps they're using it as an area to stage their bombs from, so make sure to keep an eye out for that.
Alright. Anything else?
You are free to use the quartermaster for any material you might think you might need for your operation. I've told my soldiers to inform you that there is a new magical ability division that has recently started within the facility. It is very secretive, but from what I've been told, all of you possess some sort of abilities.
Yeah.
So you should be able to find some, at least, training over there.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll give it a look.
And very like old school, non-digital style. He hands you this like card to hang around your neck. That's pretty much your like access card of where you are permitted to go within the facility and where you are not permitted to go. You can use this card to travel back on your own accord towards the main like resting recreation area where the helicopter pad is. And you've also been given permission to head towards their new magical ability section of the base. But that is pretty much the only locations that you currently have permission for. The common room, the brief/debrief room, and the magic area. And he hands you like an extra card for Dr. Lucien Sanchez. Make sure to give this to your fellow mercenary, I suppose. I'm not too sure what to call you. I'll stick to operative.
Yeah, I'll hand it to him.
Very well. You are free to proceed as you see fit. If you believe you have prepared and are ready, talk to the pilot that flew you in here, and he should be able to take you back out towards the island and drop you off near the fire station. As you might imagine, haste is somewhat needed, since there is an operative's life on the line.
We'll do our best. We have a 0% mortality rate so far, unless you count AJ.
Well, that'll be all. You are dismissed.
Okay. I'll start going back to like where Dr. Lucien was and give him his card.
Okay. Do you travel as a group? Do you guys like go your own way?
I'd probably have a group. I'll follow Cecil.
Yeah. You head back towards the common area, and you see somewhat of a crowd has gathered around Dr. Lucien and Sylph, the elf. They are curiously asking questions like, "I've never seen one of you. How did you get here? Are there more of your people? Where did you come from?" Like stuff like that. Like some of the soldiers are like,
Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
some of the soldiers are being very crude, like, "Oh, a non-human here on our base." But as you look around, there are definitely other non-humans here, like people that mutated during the irregularity and stuff like that. This organization isn't like a specifically like human only, but they definitely have some soldiers that are like a bit more on the human first kind of side. But for the most part, the grunts and stuff, they're interested in this like new like humanoid creature that has shown up that they've never seen before, just pretty much like bombarding Sylph with questions. You see that Sylph is kind of like not used to all the attention, but still happily enough to like answer anything that they can.
Alright, I'll just stay with them and just make sure that no one tries anything funny. Trying to be like, hey, can I just take some of your fucking skin or some shit?
Yeah, as soon as like any of them get a bit too like rude or anything like that, you kind of like step up and be like, okay, calm down.
Yeah, I'll just psychically push them back with an invisible hand or something. Slap them away.
Okay, cool.
I'll use my telekinetic. Just to bam, anyone that gets a bit handsy.
Yeah, you don't have to do it quite too often, but some of the soldiers are definitely like getting a bit too rowdy as like soldiers off duty, but nothing too crazy. And this goes on for a while, and then eventually you see the group AJ, Cecil, and Des like walk back into the room as the big like double sliding doors like slide open. No longer escorted by guards, seemingly able to like move freely through this facility.
Oh, that's nice to see. I'll wave them over.
What's up?
They all seem to be a bit too interested in Sylph. This is why I stayed. I figured that you might draw a crowd.
I see. By the way, here's your keycard so you can walk around the place.
Oh, no one's really bothered me so far. Perhaps because I'm wearing the lab coat. They probably just think I work here. Thank you very much. I put it around myself. Around my neck.
So, we basically, to give you an idea of what they talk to us, they think that the chemical they use to make the pixie dust requires gold. So they're going to track a shipment of gold and perhaps either stop them from getting the gold or let them get the gold but track the gold down. So figure out where they are. But for now, until the gold shows up, we're going to do a couple of missions for them. One of them is that one of the Brennicos members got kidnapped in the fire station attack. So we're going to go try to find them.
Oh no. Well, we gotta go right now. We can't let a poor man die.
Yeah, of course. We just need to talk to the... we just need to talk to the guy who flew us in here, and he'll take us back.
Excellent. Still, we got to go.
Yeah, by the way, this keycard can access, it does not access everything, just, this area and the special area for magic. I guess their magic division now.
Oh, great. That's actually where I wanted to go earlier.
Do you want to go to it now, or just go for the mission right away?
That would be great, yes. They said there might be an item that could enhance my strength. I was talking to a very nice quartermaster sort of chap. He offered me some armor that I just couldn't wear. It was too heavy.
Enhanced strength? I could use some of that as well.
Sure.
Sylphie, come on.
Is that what you gotta call her now?
If you wish. I just...
you did not get a card with like permissions and stuff for Sylph.
But we can open the door and she just walks in with us.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold her hand if anyone tries to stop me. getting turned into a sheep or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very like secure, but I guess they'll assume that you're just like escorting them through like the facility. I don't see why anybody immediately would like stop you.
Yeah, if someone says something, we could probably bullshit our way.
Yeah, maybe a high-ranking officer or something eventually seeing you go through the hallways will be like, hey, what's going on here? But other than that, the soldiers leave you alone.
I already have a great excuse, so it's fine.
Let's hear it.
Oh, well, I'll wait and see if it happens. I'm not going to give Gris time to prepare to counter it.
Yeah, this time you don't get stopped escorting Sylph to the facility. You make your way to the magic room. You use your cards to like open the doors and like guide Sylph through it when the door is open. Nothing like stops her, no like immediate alarms or anything go off as soon as she goes through the door.
Awesome.
You reach the magic area. It's very much your like almost like a gun range, like what you would see at like a military base or inside of like a police headquarters or something, where they can like shoot the targets, but with wider open areas made like out of roleplay to test the ranges of like blast spells and stuff like that. This area is pretty open because a fireball is pretty big and they're testing magic here. So it's just this big open like almost like trial arena where a whole bunch of like scientist-looking people are running around like casting all kinds of spells. You're seeing like spells that you've never seen before happening around you. And there is like an elderly-looking lady dressed also like the most people here in like white, red, and black. But she has like a big like wide-brimmed like typical witch hat on her head as she like she walks over. Greetings, new users of the arcane.
That's us.
I see. Have you come here to train?
Apparently was told that he can get something then. That's his strength.
Yes, we were told there was a magic division that could help us on the field. In the field, sorry.
Strength enhancement. We indeed have acquired a few items you could consider magical from the other world. We are still unsure and in the trial phase of applying them to our operatives to see if they could prove any benefit in the field.
Do you need perhaps field testers?
Oh, you volunteer?
Yes, me and my friend here. As you can see, he is of a strong stature, muscular, whereas I'm more of a lean build, so we thought that this would be perfect for your experiment.
I would welcome field testers. You will have to sign this paper here, meaning that we are not responsible for any magic-related injuries.
That's fine. I just.
What about regular-related injuries?
Well, anything not covered already by the branded cross.
Wouldn't want us to sue this secret government facility.
Yeah, just put your John Hancock here. It's like like a digital tablet that you can like draw with your finger. Do you all sign this?
Yeah,
Yeah, because he's Hancock. Sorry, no.
It's a thing, right? You're John Hancock for a autograph.
Yeah, that's why. Well, it's not for an autograph. It's the name that you're given if you don't have a name at the hospital, isn't it?
Ain't that John Doe?
Yeah, John Doe.
Oh, that's what it is. You're right. Oh, yeah, and he thought that was his name because they said to put your Hancock here. Right? Yeah. So I thought my name was John Hancock.
Yeah, as you sign this, welcome. You are now part of the Arcane Division of the Branded Cross. Official members. You get gifted your uniform, I suppose. And she hands each of you a witch hat.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
I'll put it on.
I am not putting it on yet.
I mean, this at least looks better than Jackie's old witch hat.
This will indicate
Oh, you mean this thing?
Don't
Pull it
pull that,
back.
please.
Oh, I put it
Yes.
back.
This will mark you as one of the Arcane Division members, as long as you wear this hat. Other Branded Cross members will recognize you as so, but we do understand that if you are out in the field and you decide to wear perhaps a Kevlar helmet or some sort of actual protection instead of the hat, that is totally acceptable.
Well, we're also part of the Omega squad as well, so...
Ah, I see. You have been given your squad designation already by the big man himself?
Yeah.
Very well, very well. It shall be added to your record digitally that you are part of the Arcane Division now as well.
Okay.
So, what can I help you with? You said you wanted to do some field testing of potential magical items?
Yeah, strength enhancement is especially.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, for my records, could you explain to me what kind of supernatural arcane powers you possess? Do you understand how they work, how you use them, etc., etc.? Or are these new to you? Did they recently develop? Are you trained in using these? Like, she's just like asking you pretty much all about your powers, what you do and do not know about them.
I've always had the power of my god on my side, at least as long as the irregularity has happened. Though recently I have been manifesting psychic abilities that I wouldn't mind a little assistance researching.
I see. Psychic abilities and awakening of religious powers. We have seen a few like you that have experienced the same thing as you come to this facility as well. Very interesting. And what about the others?
Who does she point to?
Anyone who wants to go first?
Death steps back.
I was so AJ one with Dr. Lucien, so I assume he's next.
True.
Sure, she points at AJ. What are your powers, big boy?
I get help. I can channel ki into my punches. And I have...
Like the
Lightning
believed
powers?
martial arts ability.
Yes.
Huh, interesting. Sorry, you were saying?
I also have some other powers that I got from a long time ago.
Like what
I
kind of
can-
powers?
I can produce fog, and then I'll accidentally cast it.
Oh my! Oh, goddamn! My map!
Not the map.
Delete. There we go.
I see. Is this gas dangerous to inhale? As she is covering her mouth.
I don't think so.
She beckons over two of the nearby scientists, and they kind of just suck up your fog into some containers. We will investigate this material. We'll find out exactly what it's made out of. Very interesting indeed. Do you use your so-called key powers to manifest this fog?
No. I had when I was in the military, I had a blackout, and then I woke up with these powers.
Oh. Did this happen during a military campaign? Were you on the field?
Yes.
Your file here does not make a mention of your life before you joined the Branded Cross. Everything seems to be very classified.
Yeah. It's meant to be like that.
Okay, I do not have the required level of access to question you about this, so I'll just take it as it is. Okay, key abilities and a mysterious way of being able to manifest fog. Do you know where it comes out of? It happened so fast, I didn't quite see.
My mouth.
Okay.
Forget it.
I was so worried when I asked it. I was like, he's gonna say ass 100%.
No. What's with the blackout, as I say, I got these and I saw them like the tattoos where it's just glowing, and this.
I just imagine like a comedy shot where it just zooms in on your pecs and it's just suddenly a big pair of tits.
Do you have Do you have magical tattoos like the item, or is it part of like a monk
No.
thing?
It's not a part of anything. Like it's just
Okay, it's just your flavor.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. You say they glow when you activate your abilities?
They started glowing as soon as the thing happened in the military.
Oh, so they always glow? They're permanently on?
Yeah, but like it's
they
a
do
dim
seem-
light.
They do seem to indicate a power radiating from within. This key ability must be studied further. Very interesting. So far we have Dr. Lucien and AJ. We have key abilities and fate. When it comes to testing, some of our field testing, some of our magical equipment. Do you prefer equipment that allows you to stay away from your targets, or do you like to get in close?
Close.
Distance.
I see. And you there with the fancy blue hat.
Cecil.
Cecil.
And they asked, the one quit.
I am Agatha.
Yeah, to answer your question, I just use magic. There's no like real type tied to it.
I see. And what allows you to use your magic?
The weave.
The weave. Interesting.
Yeah.
You're straight up from Faerun, you fuck.
Have you ever heard? Have you ever heard a voice calling from inside of you that might perhaps grant you power?
A voice? No.
Huh. Interesting. There have been some cases like that.
Is it like warlocks?
Yes, but she doesn't know that.
Yeah, there's like.
And I guess
nothing
to an
really, it's not-
extent
it's not-
clerics as well, because they can hear their gods, or paladins
Yeah.
even.
I guess so. Although to like an extent, there's like no other type. It doesn't like come from my faith or something. Just comes from my understanding of magic.
Ah, and this weave that you draw from for your spells,
Mhm.
can you see it?
Is that something that can happen, Chris?
Yeah.
I think with detect magic, yes, but I don't think like outright just seeing it all the time. I guess if I really focus hard enough, yes. And there are some spells that can let you sense it.
So through the use of your abilities, you can detect if this source of power is nearby. Interesting. Very well. And for field testing of our items, would you prefer those that assist you in getting close to your targets, or staying away, or more of a support?
I wouldn't mind any. I have no problem either getting close or getting away.
Okay. All of our magical equipment that we currently have in stock is equipment we have taken from that our operatives have found in the field, taken from people that have used these items and gotten them somehow from other worlds. We are still in the process of developing our own, applying some of these effects to modern day weaponry, because all of the equipment that comes from this other world is Well, to us it would be historical equipment. It's swords, bows, and stuff like that. They don't seem to use
Magical?
guns. And yes, the last one over there, the hooded fella. What might your powers be?
Vengeance.
Vengeance? Huh. That, did something in your past happen that makes these powers manifest in the current day?
Unsure. All I know is when I think of my past, it manifests abilities for me ever since the event.
So definitely something awakened
Event?
these
You mean the
abilities
irregularity?
within you.
Are you saying event isn't something that happened in your past, or do you mean the irregularity?
We'll never know.
Yes.
I'm not too keen on sharing at the moment.
Alright.
I see. Well, any information you give us is more for us to work with, to learn to understand your powers, but every operative within the Arcane Division is free to keep some of the information about their powers to themselves.
Right, so
I
about
think-
testing the medical items.
Yes, I think I have enough to work with for now. I'll get the scientists on investigating what more can be learned about your powers and where they originate from. We here at the arcane section of the dagger have discovered that some spells, most spells, but especially the powerful ones, require material to be used up as a catalyst for the spell. Not all magic users need to use this to use their abilities, but some do, and we have gathered quite a collection of these materials to keep in stock. So if you are ever searching for anything that could help you in activating your magical abilities, we might have it. So you can always request us for those. And for magical items, I will have to see what fits best with your profile until I can grant you one to test in the field at the moment. Is there a... do you personally have a request for any of these items? Would you like something that would make you more accurate, faster, stronger, bigger, smaller?
What about faster? What do you got?
Don't know yet, but I'll note down what you request. I will look through our collection of magical items and see if something fits your profile.
Alright.
So faster for Cecil, was it? What about the others?
More power.
Power? Are we talking strength or magical power?
Strength.
I see. More power. Strength. And Cecil, you said, shit, what did you say?
Speed.
Speed. Okay. AJ, you have any preference for what your magical item is potentially gonna do stat-wise? Or ability-wise, or anything else? There are many. I don't know all magical items out of the top of my head, so I'll have to have a browse through them. It's easier doing it this way than just throwing the list at you guys and be like, pick one.
I don't really know at the moment.
Okay. And for you, Dr. Lucien, I think you said earlier you wanted the strength, so you can wear that like armor.
Yeah.
Other than that, anything else?
Maybe a better long range weapon.
Okay.
Since I'm going to be flying about the room, you know, I feel like I should need something that allows me to snipe. I've got a shotgun and a revolver right now, so maybe a sniper or something long range.
Strength or ranged weapon. Okay, I have noted down your requests on my tablet. Yeah, it's a Monday, 5:30 in the afternoon. Almost 5:40 in the afternoon. You have sorted out what kind of magical items you potentially want. I'm not gonna give them to you now immediately, so you'll have to wait a bit until you get those items. It is your choice if you leave now immediately with the helicopter to head towards the fire station.
Someone's missing. He's gonna die.
Somebody is indeed missing.
You're gonna die, Ex Machina, so we're not go now.
Well, it only goes to the teleportation. Only happens to other like realms. So we can't.
What?
Teleportation.
Oh, you wanna like teleport everybody immediately?
I was thinking about that, but then it only happens to like different realms. I can't just do it on the same realm.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
Okay,
just
so
take the helicopter.
Yeah, you go to the main room, you find Baradook, the pilot. He greets you over. Ah, guys, I've been given the news. I'm here to fly you out. Back to the island we go.
Why are you so chirpy when your name means grief?
My name means what?
Grief.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Never knew my parents. I don't know why they gave me that name.
I have a bad feeling about this guy. Alright, let's go.
You wanna go right now? You all ready to go? Got your kit?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Might as well.
Okay. I've been told that your designation is Omega Squad.
Apparently.
Omega Squad, I am Eagle 1. When you're out on the field and you radio in, say your squad name, call for the Eagle, and I'll come and drop the bird down, pick you up, take you back to HQ.
Great.
Well, hop on in, get ready for the flight.
Off we go.
Get back into the helicopter. It starts spinning its blades as the elevator raises you back up to the top of this facility, to like one of the extension. Like at the back, there's like the helipad. You end up there. You fly off through the over the ocean as night starts falling over the Pacific Islands. You see the sun sinking down over the horizon in the distance.
So let us fly off into the sunset until next episode.
You do indeed fly off into the sunset, because I have to set up the sewer map now, because I wasn't too sure where you're gonna go next, so we'll have to do that next time. But
I'm sleepy.
yeah, we've been going for 2 hours. I hope you guys had fun. We will pick this up next time. Hopefully it won't be so hot in the real life anymore, because I am sweating just sitting here.
I am melting, so I will see you guys next time.
Hey, man.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. But I'll jump off to here, guys. Nighty night.
Okay. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Good
goodbye.
night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.